In this training, we're going to talk about setting up your payment terms list. Okay, so that is up under lists here, down under customer and vendor profile lists. So these are all your profile lists for customers and vendors. All right, and then you have your terms list. So it's going to come with a couple standard terms that are pre-set up here, but we'll go ahead and see what it takes to set up a term. So I'm going to go ahead and say a new term. All right. On these other profile name lists, you cannot merge them as you can a customer or vendor or employee if you rename. So if you wanted all the net 15 to merge to the net 30, it's not going to let you do that. Okay. So on the terms here, we're going to go ahead and say let's look at the ones we already have so I don't rename the same. We're going to say 1.5%, 10, net 30. All right. So what that's going to do is, it's due in 30 days. If there is a discount percentage, so 1.5% discount, if it's, 4.5, woof, they'd really like that mistake. 1.5% discount if paid within 10 days. All right, so that's pretty easy setup, okay? But what it's going to do is do 30 days based on the date that is created on the invoice, the date the invoice is created, okay? Now, if this is date driven, instead of being just a standard 30 days, you can say the net due is before the 10th day of the month. All right, so if it's due before the 10th day of the following month, that's when it's going to hit, that it's going to be aging as past due. If it's past due, you can assess finance charges, all that fun stuff. So you can say net due before the X day of the month, okay? Then you can say it's due the following month if issued within 5 days of the due date. That's probably a little short. Let's say 10 days. So if it's issued between the 1st and the 10th, the due date is not going to be until the 10th of the following month. So if I have something dated May 5th, the due date would not be May 10th, because that's within 10 days of when the due date would be. It's going to be June 10th that the due date is, okay? Then you can say that you give them a little bit of an extra discount if it's paid before the 2nd of the month, 1st of the month, whatever it is that you want to choose. So you have a lot of different options of what you can set up for your terms. One thing to note here too is that if you stopped offering those terms, you can come in and make them inactive so that they don't show up on your reports anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a quick report of this term so you can see all the times that term's been used. I can come in here and delete this term, and it's going to tell me, no, you can't delete it because it's been used. You need to make it inactive. Okay, so it takes it off the list. Nobody would choose net 15 anymore on an invoice because they can't see it. Okay, so you give, here, let's show our inactive. So it's still sitting there in the background, but you can't fully get rid of it because it's been used on other transactions. Okay. So that is a little bit about your terms list.